Taurus, your weekly love outlook begins with the Three of Swords, a Queen of Wands, a Three of Wands, and a Tower moment. Wow, your person comes in this week with the Six of Swords, a Two of Cups, a Star, and a Nine of Swords. At the bottom of your deck, you have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is all about curiosity and thought, coming up with solutions. We're going to put this over here. Um, Someone who is wanting to learn, right? Eager about learning something. All right, Taurus, right away we see some challenge here coming in for you. There's a betrayal. There's a shocking tower moment. There's a lot of sleepless nights for your person and a moving away. So let's get right into it. Your beginning energy, how you and your person in this love connection come into the week. So you're coming in with Three of Swords and your person is coming in with Six of Swords. So you feel absolutely betrayed, Taurus, like just stabbed in the heart, literally. And your person's leaving. It's that simple. They've walked away. They've walked out on this connection. And you're hurt. You're left really, really hurt. I'm going to start shuffling my clarifying deck already because, you know, this is a tough one. I can see right away, Taurus, this is a tough one. We're going to get to the nature of this betrayal, but it feels almost like they're leaving is the betrayal, right? Like the fact that they're leaving you. But let's get some clarity. What's going on with that Three of Swords? Wow, Judgment. Okay. And an Ace of Swords. So something new is coming. Yeah. Something feels to me, Taurus, like your person has just like completely made a 180-degree shift, a turnaround, right? And just completely changed their minds about this connection with you or about an aspect of this connection with you. And I think this is where where you feel betrayed because it was like everything was a go up until then, right? Everything was agreed upon, and all of a sudden this person is coming in and they have all these objections and you're like, what? Are you serious? Right? Listen, you're very, I want to say you're holding a lot of judgment on them because, of course, absolutely, you have a lot of pain right now as a result of this. How do you guys see each other? Well, you see them as a Queen of Wands, and they see you as a Two of Cups. It's almost as if, I'm going to say that, like, it almost feels as if, you know, they're putting something else above you. This doesn't feel like third-party energy. And again, it comes to this idea that I feel like them leaving is the betrayal. You're dealing with somebody, I think, Taurus, that is just very obstinate and very fiery. They're going to do what they want to do, right? And the betrayal here is that they're just not considering you in that, right? They're not considering you. I think they're leaving to take care of stuff that they want to take care of. And you're like, what's going on here? Why are you not, you're not staying with me? So again, it doesn't feel like they're leaving like this betrayal, this Three of Swords energy is like a breakup, right? But it feels feels much more like just betrayal, because they may have promised that they wouldn't go away. They may have promised that they weren't going to here's an example. If you're dealing with an artist, they may have promised that they're not going to go down a rabbit hole, on this particular project and, go off on their own thing. And yet they do it, right? It's something like that. It's like a betrayal in the relationship, Taurus. And you're pissed and you're judgy. You're like letting them know, look, I don't know that I forgive you right now. You're turning your back. They love you, right? There's love here. They love you very much. But they also love their art or their work or whatever it is that they're passionate about. Chariot energy is here. Yeah, they have a particular goal in mind, and it's really infuriating to you. Yep, and Four of Cups for you, for your person, Taurus. Yeah. They have a particular goal in mind, right? And they're wanting to move forward. It feels to me also like you're being really tough on them in as much as you're like, okay, fine. If this is what you want to do, then I'm not going to take I'm not going to take your cup of love. Don't call me. Don't speak to me. Like you're fully turning your back on them, right? You're just choosing to ignore. They see this, right? They see this Four of Cups because for them, they're like, oh, they're trying, and it's like you're not taking any of it because you're still really, really mad. Chariot energy is here. I think you kind of you also take a little bit of the high road in as much as you're like, okay, that's cool. I'm gonna go do my own thing too, right? There's some information that needs to come in as far as that Three of Wands energy there. Uh, because as far as this relationship is concerned, you're just pissed. And you're like, look, you know what? I need more info. I need to, let me hold on until I decide because, like this is not working for me. These actions are not working for me, you know, and you're like, you have a decision, right? You have a decision and a solution, but you are holding it and waiting because I think that this decision involves like some no return, no turning back energy sort of thing. Because you're just that mad. And it may be good for you to just subside your anger about what this person has done. Again, it's not like they left you for somebody else. But they did leave and go away to follow a pursuit, a mental pursuit, an idea that they have. And in as much as you're dealing with a real idealist, this person is quite unique, and I would say that if they are an artist, they are quite successful, but it's like at a lot of cost on the relationship at times. So you're just like, really, again, Nine of Swords energy, there's a lot of anxiety here. They have Nine of Swords too. You both resonate with that. And the Queen of Wands again comes out. So yeah, it's like having to put up with all of the stress and of it all. They may have a job. Listen, they may have a job that they just really, really love, but that job is extremely dangerous. They've promised you they wouldn't do it, but they're doing it anyway. It's this kind of betrayal that's happening here. And you both clearly have a lot of anxiety. Look at that Nine of Swords energy there. You clearly have a lot of anxiety, about it. Now, what are the possible final outcomes? Well, you and your person have Tower and again this Nine of Swords. For you, Taurus, there is a Tower moment happening here where there's there is an awakening of some kind that happens that really jars up this entire relationship. And for them, I think also a close call. Look, they have a lot of anxiety here, which is their final energy here. Possibly, it could be. Again, I feel like whatever it is they do, there's something associated with it that is either dangerous to them or it's dangerous for the relationship that you have here. It's something that just threatens the material. It just threatens this connection and how you guys live together in a very material way. It could be that some of you, a scare comes in that really wakes them up because, again, they're very passionate about this objective. It could be, like I said, it could be a particular type of job that is very close to their heart that maybe involves, dangerous work, but it's just something they love to do. It's a passionate thing for them. It could be an art thing, or it could be just a mission that they're trying to accomplish, a purpose that they have. Whatever it is, this thing is just really important to them, but it definitely causes friction here in the relationship, Taurus. And you guys are just going to, there's love here, but I think, as I say, you're quite fed up. And, the best way to deal with these things is really, Taurus, that your anger, right? Listen, I'm a Taurus rising. I get it. Taurus, you get a lot of anger. It really is best in this scenario to just cool down, let your anger subside, try not to react. Yes, they've betrayed you in as much as that they've promised not to do this thing again, right? Or they've said something and gone back on their word. But there is an activity coming in for you that's really going to wake them up, and it's going to change a lot here in this dynamic. So continue to wait for time. They really desire this relationship. I mean, there is a star energy here for them in terms of how they see themselves. And they also have Queen of Wands here. So they're willing to put the effort in and the time in to make sure that this connection with you is safeguarded. So Open yourself up to communication, especially when you have this much anxiety and nerves here. You have to be willing to communicate your fears and talk about things because this is a strong, loving connection here. Let's get your oracles out. Detachment, publicity. Okay, here we go. And inspiration. It could very well be that, whatever your person does really puts them in the public eye and it is dangerous in some ways. Jupiter and Leo energy here. It is either dangerous or it's upsetting to this relationship, this connection. Causes anxiety, whatever the case is. Take it as it comes. Detachment. All right, detachment. See how that, that's Venus and Aquarius energy, like all over the place. It could very well be that you do feel like your person is somewhat detached from you and in your relationship here because they're going after this thing so like almost voraciously, right? Inspiration comes in, okay? So inspiration, here we have Mercury and Pisces. All right. So inspiration in terms of really Mercury, planet of communication and quick-wittedness and ideas in Pisces. So inspiration, broadening your horizons. There needs to be some inspiration in terms of communicating here, right? Because you're both worried. And again, I want to stress this Tower moment coming in. There's, for some of you who are resonating here, there is an event that comes in of, a Tower moment is divine intervention. There's some kind of divine intervention here that really shakes everything up for your person and for you. And it's going to be ultimately a positive thing because it's going to get both of you to really wake up to each other's position here. And through that, there's going to be some understanding that comes in, right? All right, Taurus, thank you so much for joining me, Taurus Cross Watchers. This is your weekly Love Tarot reading. If you enjoyed it, if you got something out of it, go ahead and like, subscribe, leave a comment. All of those engagements really help my channel, and I do love responding to all the comments. But for right now, guys, I am going to wish you and yours love, life, and happiness, and I really hope to see all of you back here on my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot, next Thursday for your weekly Love Tarot reading. Bye-bye now.